Would you spend a whole night inside the eerie mind of Osgood Perkins? Welcome to The Final Cut, your daily post in horror, your daily rundown from Horror Movies Uncut. I'm your host, Travis, and today's show digs into three huge stories. Neon's one night only Osgood Perkins horror marathon, Rod Serling's lost Twilight Zone film, and a disturbing lawsuit from Terrifier star Catherine Corcoran. Let's get into it. First up, Neon is going full cult curator with a one night only event called The Horrors of Osgood Perkins, a theatrical triple feature showcasing Longlegs, the monkey, and the highly anticipated Keeper. It all happens November 13th, and one ticket gets you all three films, starting with the slow burn satanic dread of Longlegs, moving into the Poe-infused mystery of the monkey, and finishing with Keeper, which debuts on the big screen for the first time. James Wan called Keeper a terrifying, ghostly descent into madness. Del Toro described it as horror origami that folds into itself. That's the kind of praise that makes you clear your calendar. Screenings are happening nationwide at AMC and Cinemark locations from LA to Orlando to Springfield. Tickets and theater lists are up at films.neonrated.com/keeper. My question for you guys, are you the type to binge 3 horror films in one night? Or would Keeper keep you from making it to the third act? I mean, how are you going to watch the other two and not watch that one? But let me know your thoughts in the comments ahead. Next up, before his death in 1975, Rod Serling, the mastermind behind the Twilight Zone, was working on a gruesome feature-length horror adaptation of one of the show's most iconic episodes, It's a Good Life. Based on Jerome Bixby's short story, the unproduced screenplay upped the horror significantly. Forget the Jack in the Box. This version had the godlike child turning people into human tadpoles, burning sheriffs alive, and tormenting a church organist with a giant rat. The twist? A group of survivors gets the kid drunk and finally kills him. But just as the town reconnects with reality, his mother reveals she's pregnant again. Though it never made it to the screen, Serling's script lives on through Nicholas Parisi's biography, Rod Serling, His Life, Work, and Imagination. My question for you guys is, would you want to see Serling's lost horror film? Or is it best left in the cornfield? Let me know your answers in the comments ahead. And finally, in a story that's sparking major debate across the indie horror community, Terrifier actress Catherine Corcoran, sorry if I've butchered your last name, lady, has filed a federal lawsuit against producers Phil Falcone and Damien Leone. She accused the filmmakers of 2 serious offenses: failure to pay her promised back-end profits and merchandise percentages, filming and distributing nude footage without written consent in violation of SAG rules. Corcoran has played Dawn in the first Terrifier, alleges she performed the infamous upside down kill scene topless without the proper nudity rider, and that the image was later used in merchandise without her approval. The lawsuit is seeking compensatory damages and an injunction to stop future use of her likeness. Falcone and Leone's camp denies all allegations and plans to fight the suit in court. My question for you guys is, should indie filmmakers be held to stricter accountability when it comes to on-set nudity and back-end deals? Let me know your thoughts in the comments ahead. Today's take, Neon's Osgood Perkins triple feature feels like a love letter to fans who crave immersive horror, not just a film, but a full cinematic descent. Add in Rod Serling's unrealized nightmare and Corcoran's lawsuit, and you get a snapshot of how horror continues to blur the lines between art, exploitation, and legacy. Be sure to answer today's Spotify poll and DM us at HMUNCUT with your hot tips or breaking horror news. You might just hear it featured on the show. That's it for Thursday's episode, October 30th. One more day to Halloween. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, and follow us everywhere at HMUNCUT. Of course, follow me personally at Travis Nyquil with an extra L. Support the show by joining our Patreon, subscribe, and all that good stuff. As always, we'll see you guys tomorrow, but you know the drill. Until then, keep the lights on.